Since I made the video, steroids versus TRT, what is the difference? Who should take them? Which one is what? In what dosage? A lot of people have asked me, what shall I be taking? Now, I didn't think that many people would be confused still today, the difference between steroids. Yes, it is dose related, and yes, you are doing it for a purpose when it comes to TRT and when it comes to taking steroids. Who are they for? So to answer the question in this video, should you be taking steroids? Let me answer that for a majority of people. First of all, let me tell you about myself and how I started taking steroids. So I started taking steroids by looking at the magazines. First of all, I was into wrestling. That was the fucking main gig. Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, that was the main gig for me when I first started. I thought, these guys are larger than life. Watched the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I was like, yo, this is it. I want to look like this. This is going to make me fucking stand out. So, bought the magazines, started looking into everything, thinking, these guys are jacked to fuck. I've been training for years. I'm not getting anywhere. What's going on? I had a good physique. I was literally an athlete physique. Well, I put a picture up now, but you can see on Instagram. I was in good nick, okay, for a young guy. 20-year-old, in better shape than anybody I knew my age. Stronger than anyone I knew my age. Faster than anybody I knew my age. So I was an all-round athlete. I was doing better than everyone else that I knew. I knew that because I played competitive sport. So if anyone's out there thinking, who the fuck does this guy think he is? Bro, come on, we know, okay? So I knew that. But then I thought, what the fuck is it? How do these guys get massive? Because they're not even like, big. They're massive, literally fucking huge. And then I found out it was all a fucking lie. All this supplementation, these liver tablets, this creatine serum, bulk powders, mammoth as it was called back in the days. I figured out all this is bullshit. The real gig in town is steroids. If you want to get to that level, it's steroids. Now for me, for a little tiny period, a small tiny little period in my life, I wanted to be a bodybuilder. And I don't blame, it's not a blame, obviously it's all me. I put it down to seeing Kevin Leveron's physique. No homo. When I looked at his physique, I was like, wow, this guy is unbelievable. I want to look like that. The muscle bellies, the way he walked, the way he talked, just the way everything was set. He was aesthetically pleasing and he was massive. And I thought, yes, if you can build a physique and get to that level, then I want to do bodybuilding. Little did I know, there's something called genetics and everyone's genetic structure is very different. But I never got to that level anyway, and I'll tell you why. So I then started steroids. And one of the first things I took was a tablet called oxymethylone, or as they used to call them back in the days, NAP 50s. Don't know why. In fact, I do know why, because Napazim 50 milligram used to be a D-bol 50 milligram. And for some strange reason, they used to call oxymethylone 50 milligrams NAP 50s. It's just the way it went back then. That's what they were called. And they were from a company called British Dragon. If you guys know what I'm talking about, little green tub, silver lid, you know what I'm talking about. They were the fucking OGs. It's like when you took that shit, it was fucking rocket fuel. You knew something was about to go down. When you popped a NAP 50 before you fucking trained, you knew things were fucking happening. So this is what happened with me. When I took that, I went to the gym. I remember benching 100 kilo for 4 reps. I couldn't beat 4 reps. That was it, the maximum. 100 kg, 4 reps. I was like, fuck, I'm never going to be able to do this. 2 weeks into taking these NAP 50s, bro, I did 14 fucking reps on the bar. 14 reps, 100 kilo. I was like, holy fuck, what the hell is this? So, but remember this as well. When I took the gear, I was like early 20s, and I'd been training since I was 14 years old in a gym. In a gym, not just fucking at home, in a gym from 14 years old. Previous to that, I'd started lifting weights at 12 years old when I first went to secondary school and we went to the Body Active shop, the Argos catalog, and got some fucking weights and carried them home. That's how I started my lifting journey. Anyway, fast forward, started taking steroids, realized that this is not making me massive. Everyone's genetics are different, so you have to eat loads of food, started doing the food, and this is where I realized I ain't cut out for this shit. Because when it comes to food, I'm a bitch. I am not a big eater. If you know me, if any of my friends have been out to eat with me, they will vouch for me and say, Fadi cannot eat for shit. I am a terrible eater. In fact, my eating habits do not dictate my size. I'm not the biggest guy, but I'm fairly big. I've got a good muscle tone. I've carried quite a lot of muscle. It's all muscle. There's no fucking fat on me. But when you see me eat, you will think, this ain't adding up. There's nothing adding up with this guy, the way he looks or the way he eats. But that's just me. And you know what? It's genetics. Thank you very much. God, mum, dad, whoever you want to thank for it, that's genetics. I got lucky in that sense. But I didn't get lucky in the sense that I wanted to get big. It was literally impossible for me to get big. It's not even the fact that I didn't try hard enough. It was impossible for me. I am a realist. Not like you guys out there trying to get big and trying to kill yourself to get big. I'm a fucking realist. It's not in my genetic makeup to be massively muscular. It's just not there. No matter how hard I try, no matter how much shit I take, no matter all the workouts I can go through, I will never, ever reach the level of conditioning, size, and symmetry to these pro bodybuilders. It's not in me. Actually, I'll rephrase that. I probably could turn pro nowadays because it's piss easy to fucking turn pro. Everyone's turning pro nowadays. It ain't even that hard. But to be competitive in the top, Olympias, no way. I might have the genetic structure for it, but I just haven't got the capacity to eat that kind of food. My stomach would blow out. Everything would be totally off balance and I'd look like a mess. So now going back to steroids. I keep fucking wavering off over here. Right. Steroids. There is many steroids out there. Okay. So much fucking gear out there. You have to ask yourself, what do you want to get out of it? Do you want to compete? If you think you've been training for 5 years, natural, and you've done a natural bodybuilding show, and you've won it, not came fucking last or fifth or sixth, won it, won the fucking show. That means you're good. You're a strong guy. You look good. And people are starting to accuse you of taking steroids. That's how good you've got to be. Michael Hearn type shit. When you're that good and you think this is what I want to do, I want to be a bodybuilder, or I want to at least compete at a national stage like I did, or I want to compete internationally, whatever you want to do, that's a life goal that you want to do. That's on you. No one can fucking take that away from you. That's your goal. Then steroids are for you. Yes, go down the road of trying the Tren, Primo, Anavar, D-Ball, growth hormone, even if you try it. I've tried growth hormone. Insulin, I draw the line there because you're fucking with too much shit there. Too much can go wrong. I never took insulin. But again, if you've got to a good level by taking steroids. So let's say you started steroids, you took testosterone fit, you took Tren, you competed, you won the show. You just need to add another 10 more pounds. Growth hormone, bang that in. Bang some orals in, win that as well. Then you think, I'm really fucking good at this. I've just turned pro. Bring out your next ace card. Bring in the fucking insulin. So remember, there's only 4 ace cards in the deck. And it's the same with bodybuilding. You don't get many. But unfortunately, what happens nowadays is the young lads think, I'm shit. My physique's shit. My genetics is shit. I can't eat for fuck all. I'll pull all my 4 ace fucking cards out the deck right now and use them. And when you've got nothing left, and all you are is a standard low-level IFBB pro at best with a bad ticker, is it really worth it? And let me tell you something about steroids. You are shaving years off your life every single time you take the dosage from TRT to steroids. TRT, you're improving your life. Steroids, you're shaving years off your life. It's as simple as that. Your heart can only beat a certain amount of times in its lifetime. When it's done beating, it's done. That is it. Another misconception is, I'm on steroids, but I'll take liver tablets, like these Liv 250s or these fucking, liver enzymes and, it's going to protect me. Listen, it doesn't do fuck all, bro. You all know, do the blood test. What happens when you take the blood test? What happens when you take your fucking Liv 52 tablets and all these liver support you're buying from these supplement brands? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. The only time your liver can recover is when you come off shit. We all know that. So stop trying to lie. Stop trying to cover base by saying, I'm taking Tren, but I'm also taking this to counteract the side effects of that. Is it fuck? It ain't fucking true. You know it. So stop fucking telling that shit. Those people out there with the knowledge like I have, please stop spreading lies. These Live 52, liver support tablets do jack shit while you're on steroids. Now, when you're off steroids, will they help? Yes, they will help bring your liver back to normal. But what's the main thing? Coming off the fucking shit. So, again, coming back to the question, are steroids for you? You got to ask yourself, do you want to compete? Or are you willing to sacrifice a little bit? Whether it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 4 months, 2 years, 10 years, you don't know, of your life in order to be an IFBB Pro, to be something in this field. And maybe, it's not a bad thing. You could maybe monetize off that, maybe do it for 10 years, quit, retire, then think, right, I've got enough, popularity from this game to try something else. You can get a supplement line out. There's many ways you can do it nowadays where you can earn, a very, very good living by being an IFBB Pro. But remember this as well, not everybody's Chris Bumstead, not everybody's Jay Cutler, not everybody's Ronnie Coleman. There's a hell of a lot of people out there. I would say 99% of bodybuilders out there that are fucking dead broke. Not to say there's a lot of people out there that are dead broke anyway, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's not a lucrative game. This is not football. This is not American football. This is not, tennis or sports that pay a lot of money, especially not poker. Or what else is there now that golf. We all know the big and there's boxing. But boxing's another thing as well. Not a lot of boxers make it. Not everyone's fucking Floyd Mayweather. Not everybody's taking home the big million fucking pound paydays. And same with the UFC. If you follow the UFC, you'll know that there's not a lot of money for the lower tier guys. Especially once they've done their camp and they've paid the coaches and they've paid the fees for everybody. They're not taking home a lot. Unless you're getting the Conor McGregor fights or you're fighting against Islam, it's not going to fucking happen, G. Simple as that. But again, like I said, this isn't here to discredit anybody or to put off anybody or to say that those people who are bodybuilders, what they're doing is wrong. It's fucking great what you guys are doing. It's always, I say, if you've got a passion in life, go for it. Even if it fucking kills you, at least you die doing something you enjoy. Me personally, I've got, the commitments right now. It's not something that I would ever do ever again. I would never take anything like that again, ever. In fact, the only time I tried tren was 4 weeks out from a show. Absolutely hated it. Unfortunately for me, it was the slow acting tren. And as you know, slow acting shit, when it's in your system, it ain't leaving for at least 2 weeks. So I was like, fuck it. I'm doing it. 4 weeks out of the show. I did it. I won the show. Did I look any better? Would I have looked better without it? No, doesn't make a difference, to be honest with you. I would have probably won the show anyway, simple as. That's just the way it is when you can perform at a national level. The competition just ain't that good. And if you've got good genetics and you can, do a lot on a little. I mean, I was in Las Vegas 2 weeks before my fucking show. 2 weeks before my show, I was in Las Vegas partying. Still fucking won the show. And there was guys out there doing 20 weeks dieting. I'm not saying it was a high-level show, but I'm just saying, you can kill yourself for a local bodybuilding show, or you could just do what I did. Walk in 2 weeks notice and fucking win the fucking thing. So there you go. That's genetics. And genetics are only going to carry you so far. Could I be doing that if I turned pro? No, I don't think so. Would I be able to do that to turn pro? Probably not. I would have to really put my ass in gear. But again, at that point, the want wasn't there. When the whole IFBB Pro card system came out, the want just wasn't there for me. I just didn't really want it anymore. So I stopped taking the gear. It's been like 9 years now. And TRT is the way forward for me. So for those people that keep asking me, shall I take this? Shall I take that? What do you reckon to this? What do you reckon to that? My answer to this is all on you guys. If you want to go down the road of steroids, by all means, do it. But just please have some sort of a goal in mind. And if it's going Ibiza in the summer, then you are a fucking idiot. If you think taking Trenbolone is going to get you looking good around the tables at Ushuaia or Space Nightclub or whatever it's called nowadays, I haven't been Ibiza in about 10 years. You know what I'm trying to say. Bullshit. Stop doing it for that. If you want to go on holiday, you want to live a good life, you want to be, in good shape all year round like I do, TRT is the way. If you go to the link down below in the description, there's a TRT protocol. Please purchase it. It's 50 fucking quid. Every single thing you need to know about TRT is in that program. Everything, how to take it, what to take, when to take it. It's all in there in detail. And I think it's the safest way to do it. if you want to go down that road. And if you're a competitive bodybuilder, by all means, be my guest. Inbox me. You can book a consultation call with me as well about this. I do advise people how to take it the safest way, because the way I see it is this. If you are going to take steroids, at least do it the safe fucking way. There is a right and a wrong way. There is a safe way to do things. Again, like I said, it's the matter of are you gonna have high blood pressure? Are you gonna end up in hospital in 6 months? Are you gonna be walking around a fucking mess? Are you gonna look the age 45 when you're 25? Is there things you can do to stop all this shit happening while still gaining whilst on steroids and keeping it healthy-ish? Yes. And that's what I advise. I'm a longevity guy. I ain't one of those guys to kill yourself for a fucking local show. Now, if you do the longevity protocol and you go to these local shows and you start winning and you think, right, now I need to take it up that notch to the next level, then by all means I would say, yeah, you got what it takes, go for it, bro. But until then, stay safe. Like the video, please subscribe. We're trying to grow out here. Everything's going good at the minute. I think I've got like 1,300 at the minute. You need to push it even more. You need to get the fucking message out, the safe message. And this is what I am here to spread, the safe fucking message. So like, comment down below, and please subscribe.